Hey everyone, welcome to the UVD Weekly Wrap-Up, the show where the team from UrbanVinylDaily.com goes over everything there is to know in the designer toy, art, street art, and Safubi world. I'm your host, Travis Likens.
And I'm Ben Pierce.
And we're here for episode 35, which we have entitled Toys, Pins,
and Beard Oils.
So we have a new section of our show, but first off, we want to thank our sponsors. Starting with Gallery F,
Rotofugi,
and Strange Cat Toys, which Strange Cat Toys has provided us with. Actually, they kind of made Ben's begging worse because he begged for this last week.
I didn't beg for it.
And then they mailed it to us. So after Ben asked multiple times if we could get some of this beard oil, we now have it. And we've tested it. And we've smelled it.
We field tested it.
So
lady approved, guy approved, everyone approved.
So what it is they have teamed up with some artists. In the first wave, we have the two here. That is Kyle Kerwin and Jeremy Fish. And then they have their own Strange Cat variety that they also sent over to us.
It smells nothing like cats, just in case you were wondering.
So don't have to worry about smelling like a wet cat. But actually we'll just start out. They retail between $10 and $12, depending on which one you're selecting. And they include a sticker designed by the artist that the scent was designed by. So Kyle Kerwin's, I've been using that for the past couple of days. Beard's feeling a little softer.
Jeremy Fish, I just started using it, so I cannot report back on the findings.
But it works out pretty well. Came packaged really nicely. It was nice, like bubble wrapped. So it wasn't, if there was any leak, it wasn't going all over your box or anything like that. So if you order it with toys or something, you don't have to worry about it, spilling over and getting big stain all over your box. So don't worry about
slippery.
That. They come with a nice thick bottle. I mean, I'm sure if you toss it on
it's
the
a
ground,
medicine bottle is what it is.
Yeah, but if you toss it on the ground, I'm sure it's not you don't have to worry about breaking on the box, I guess, because I guess some people are worried about ordering beard oil and things through the mail because they're worried it might break because it's glass. But this one didn't. They made it, all three of them, and they were packaged. So pretty good. I haven't used a lot of beard oil in my past experiences.
I mainly use beard waxes, but here's for something new.
So I'm hoping this will help. I've had long beards in the past and things get a little brittle.
Indeed they do.
So I'm hoping that maybe with continued use of these products, we will have a softer, less brittle beard.
Let's do a month of this or a couple of weeks and we can report back.
Yeah. So we'll let you guys know. Keep up with our beard sponsorship. Beards.
Really what I should have done is put it on right now and just caress my beard the entire episode.
Try to grab your paper and it just puts spots all over it. But so far, pretty impressed. If you guys want to check it out, make sure to head over to strangecattoys.com and you can grab them off their website. In the box, they also provided us some new pins. So we got a JC Rivera pin. If you guys don't know, this just hit the, you can open it, Ben. This just hit the website there last week. It's a $10 pin featuring JC Rivera's Lucky Punch, which is basically a Lucky Cat version of his famous Bear Champ. We will now speed this video up a little bit.
Ta-da!
Okay, Ben's got it out of the box. Looks like it's a pretty good pen. It's on silver metal, hard enamel. Comes on a little card on the back of the card. It says limited edition artist pin series. So this is the first piece in apparently Strange Cat Toys' new artist pin series. And it's available at strangecattoys.com. And you can check out JC Rivera on Instagram at JC Rivera. So they have the little metal clips on the back, the little silver ones. And this one seems to be a little stuck, but I got it loose. It's on a backer card featuring some dead fish, which is Strange Cat's thing, and the little footprints from Strange Cat's logo. And then also has the Bear Champ's little logo on it as well. Sturdy little pen. Silver metal. I like it. Little cat.
Meow.
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 So if you want to grab that, head over to strangecattoys.com, search JC Rivera. You can get that for $10. And we also got some exclusive news. So this Friday, Strange Cat Toys will be launching another pin. And this time is called Astro Crash. So Astro Crash features Astro Boy crashing into the old ground there. So
Crash landing.
it's pretty cool. It was designed by the artist Josh Devine, and it comes on the little backer card. It has the little rubber backer clips here. Trying to get those off. We should probably did this beforehand, but we didn't, so whatever. And got them loose there. Looks like it's coming on black nickel metal there. Oh no, it's not actually.
It's kind of a gray.
Yeah, it's just silver metal. I thought it was going to be black because a lot of times when you get the black pins, they have the black little, the backer things on them. So I like it. It's funny. It's ironic. It's $10 available this Friday. Oh, it even has their little names stamped into the back of it. That's pretty cool. What do you think, Ben? Pins? You're not a pin guy.
I could take them or leave them.
I could take them or leave them. But what do you think of the quality of these pins? We've made pins. You know.
I know.
You know the quality of pins.
Yeah. I think JC's would have been a little bit less like blinding when you look at it if it was on black metal, but beside the point.
Yeah.
But
it's kind of a preference thing.
Yeah, it's more of a preference. So that'd be my preference. But as far as I like both of them, like Astro Boy obviously looks like Astro Boy, and if you put it against like Bill of a Hat or something like your pocket, like on your jacket, you could actually have it look like it's crashing into something.
It. Yeah, I like it.
The little Lucky Cat Bear thing is actually pretty cute. So
yeah, so
very well done.
The big news here is that you can get these over at StrangeCatToys.com starting on Friday for the Astro Boy, but everything else is available now. And guess what?
What?
You can save 10% by using our code
UVD.
So use that at checkout and you'll get 10% off any of these great items, but don't be the guy that orders a $10 pen and tries to get 10% off of that $10 pen. Come on.
Which you can, but you're cheap.
So, make sure to order a few things, maybe grab some toys and then toss in a couple of these pins and things. Or if you really want to be that guy, order a $10 pen and get 10% off.
Or some beard oil.
By heading over there and heading up the code UVD. So now we'll move into the news section. I will let Ben go first because I've been yapping for
a
while.
Right. First up, big resin news. Jesse Hernandez and Silent Stage are finally releasing the details of the metal Jaguar skull thing.
Which we teased a few weeks ago.
Maybe more than that, but it was a while ago. So finally revealed, it's a 7-inch by 4-inch by 5-inch. So 7, 4, 5.
That's a pretty good sized chunk of resin.
Edition of 35 for $150. So as Travis reported back from Powwow, Silent Stage is working very diligently at getting affordable resin into people's hands.
Yeah, that's not a bad price for that big a piece.
Yeah. So this will be available March 15th, which is next week at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Silent Stage website.
And I really like the color on this one. I think that's a really good way to launch it first. A lot of times they do like clears and stuff. And I think this one with the coloring they did, it really kind of makes the piece and the sculpt really pop. So shows off that urban Azteca look.
Very metal.
Yeah.
Could be like a meteorite.
Yeah, it's very cool. Good job. Grab them if you like Jesse Hernandez. Support the guy. Next up, we have news, and it's a two-parter, but I'll go with my first part first, and then I'll let you come back.
Then you'll go with the second part.
Get the second part. So the first part is that Candie Bolton is traveling across the pond to help the guys at Toy Chronicle celebrate ToyCon UK 2017.
Go Candie.
So Candie Bolton will be heading over, and she'll be taking a exclusive painted version of the BackAKajira, and she will also be bringing many other customs to be revealed later. She'll be hanging out at the ToyCon UK booth April 29th and 30th with the Toy Chronicle, so our fellow bloggers from across the pond.
Very cool.
So if you're a fan of her and you happen to be going to ToyCon UK, this is a great chance to meet somebody that's coming over from America all the way over there. So we'll let Ben go on, and then I'll drop the second piece of Candie Bolton news.
So while we waxed and waned enough about pins, here's some pin news, because an episode from us would not be complete without pin news. Jermaine Rogers is getting in on the pin game and releasing so far 2 pins. First one is the Choices, which is the bunny with a knife. And the second one is the 2 rabbits embracing, which he's had on Foo Fighters posters and multiple other posters. And so this is part of what looks to be called the Classics series.
Yep.
So you can look forward and imagine whatever else or
Dero.
and other things that are very classic to Jermaine's sort of things.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be a really cool series of pens. I'm awaiting the details myself. So
Hint, they look like hopefully there's a Max with a guitar.
They look like they're pretty good size pens too.
Yeah.
From the side, based on the scale of his hand to the card. So we'll see. Look for more information to be coming soon.
Back to Candie Bolton.
Candie Bolton Part 2.
Pew pew pew. Bolt of lightning. Candie Bolton.
This Friday, March 10th, the orange edition of the BackAKajira will be going up for lottery.
Hit the Powerball.
So this is a blank orange edition. It's a very vibrant orange, so it looks pretty cool. They're going to be $150 each, and the lottery will take place from 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 10th until 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 14th. What you'll need to do is send an email over to Toy Art Gallery or sales at toyartgallery.com. And in that, you'll want to make sure to put the BackAKajira Lottery in the title. You'll want to include your name, address, PayPal address, and that'll put you in for the lottery. So lucky people will win these. They didn't say how many pieces are in the edition or anything like that. But if you're a fan of the figure, this is a great way to hopefully pick one up because these are getting extremely hard to get unless you really want one of the like one-off customs. So,
and if you don't win, you can buy a SpongeBob. There's enough of those going around.
There's probably still some of those at their store. But good looking piece. Really happy to hear all the success on that figure because I know after hearing about it on the Marsham Toy Hour, they had a lot of. It sounded like they went through a lot to make that figure a thing. So. It's really good to hear people having success. Yeah. So
pretty good looking figure.
Yep.
So next up is from Fresh Monkey Fiction. They are producing a Larry Hama action figure through a Kickstarter. So it's a 4-inch figure, and at the $25 point, you can get the figure. So I think they're partially way through. It sounds like they have about 18 days left to get to their $6,000 goal. So go to their Kickstarter and see if you enjoy it.
Sweet. So next up, we have news coming from a show called Future Arts Las Vegas 420. It takes place on, guess what?
April 20th.
April 20th. And it features live painting from the artist Coop Monster, Angel Once, and Merc Those. And what it is basically is it's a live painting, obviously. It's going to take place at Institution in Las Vegas. And it's going to feature these artists all getting down. It sounds like, I don't know if they're going to be separate pieces like a battle or if they're going to be doing it together, but there is some sort of common goal here. It looks really cool. And if you're a fan of Angel Once and happen to be in Las Vegas or any of these other artists, make sure to head over there and check it out on April 20th.
Next up, local favorites BLDG in Covington, Kentucky are releasing their annual 199C art show on April 1st from 6 to 10. This year's tagline or theme is Scandals, Superstitions, and Screwballs. So, baseball related. We have a piece that but there will be a piece that is very familiar to an Instagram that Travis is involved with.
So if you're,
we'll let you find it, unless Travis wants to plug it.
Well, I was just gonna say, if you're a fan of Señor Nacho, he's going to be having his first art show down there in Cincinnati. So if you don't know what Señor Nacho is, make sure to head over to @IamSeñorNacho on Instagram and follow him and look out for what's going on because we're having a lot of fun with this. So if you happen to be a fan of Boston Terriers, make sure to check out Señor Nacho. Next up, Ron English has more news. He seems like a pretty busy guy. I just gotta say.
I would imagine so.
So he has a new grouping of what I have coined sunflower grins, even though they think they have multiple other names, but that's what I tied to them. Looks like they're going to be releasing at Art Fair Tokyo 2017, which takes place May 26th and 27th. There's a mix of 3 different editions of these 16.25 inch tall pieces, which include vinyl and metal. So they're like together, and they're like flowers. So, they're probably like a metal rod that holds the top because it wouldn't stand up if it was vinyl. But anyway, So there's 3 editions, and it looks like there's 33 of the original smiley grin, which is one of Ron's famous original designs. Looks like there are 100 of the regular grin, and then 200 of the 3-eye sponge, which is basically SpongeBob with 3 eyes. So it looks like a cool piece. There's no detail on the cost or pricing. I'm guessing that some of the more limited ones, you're probably going to have to go to that art fair Tokyo. So you're probably going to have to be in Japan. So if you're not in Japan, then this is probably not going to be for you. But maybe some of these other 3-eyed sponge that are edition of 300 might travel their way back or over here or be available somehow. We'll keep you up to date as we learn more information on possible releases from this whole run of things. They look really cool. It's kind of like a little more functional decorator art in a way, because it's a piece of art, but it looks like a flower. So it's kind of like decoration. It's really cool. I like it. We'll see as we learn more.
All right. Looks like I'm about to have a brick of news unless Travis and I alternate paper back and forth.
I have one thing that I can toss in there.
All right. You can interject whenever you want. So back to Silent Stage and back to woes. If you remember last week or a couple of weeks ago, we had the little Panda King figures. They are releasing the 3rd in the series, which is the Honey King, which they've released several other heightened versions of, but it's coming out soon. No release details, but it's there.
It looks good from the little teaser they showed, so I like it. Golden honey.
Golden honey.
Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear. Next up, Art of Coop showed off a test pull of a vinyl figure that I guess he's been working on for a long time and has finally been able to get going with Monster Worship. And so I think we can look forward to that coming eventually, I think. If they have a test pull and he's been working on it for a while, he is probably very eager about getting it out. But it is a Bullmark style smoking devil figure. So if you follow his work, you're familiar with kind of what that describes. But if not, it's a devil figure with a cigarette in his hand.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm excited to see where they go with that. Looks cool. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It just looks cool. I can't wait to see it painted though.
Yeah.
So
Redskin.
So next up, supporting a fellow podcaster.
All right.
Marsham Toy Hour.
What about him?
Has released a pendant.
Oh.
Yeah. So they now have a art pendant. So if
I think it's a pennant.
Pendant, whatever.
A pendant is a necklace.
Whatever, a pennant.
A pennant.
Whatever.
A piece of fabric with
whatever
some letters
it is.
on it.
So they're looking to create something, and in a way, Gary's trying to create a whole new thing with this pennant. So he's trying to create a whole new thing. But anyway, it's available now, and if you want to show support for the show, and you don't necessarily just want to give them money on PayPal or something like that, you can buy one of these pennants. And it's actually really cool, and it features the little Marsham, little space alien guy, and it says the name of the show. Looks really cool. Head over to marshamtoyhour.podbean.com to learn more information. I think they have a store MV. I think that's where it's at. So
their tagline should be "Come fly your flag."
Come fly your flag. That's cool. I like it, man. You should sell them that.
Gary, if you actually watch this, you're welcome. So last 2 pieces out of me is Adventure Awaits is a show by Yeti and Friends at Flower Pepper Gallery coming this Friday, March 10th. So they showed off a bust, and I believe they've showed off a couple other pieces that'll be at the show. So check out their Facebook or Instagram, and you'll see some of those things. Last piece out of me is the Coop 2 show that we'll be attending in Detroit this Friday. We, as in he and I, which is Juggernaut. We learned also has a side element to it as part of the Action Shots show that features Taki 183, T-Kid 170, and Scuff YKK, and a couple others. But I guess we were unaware that there was a sideshow affiliated with it.
And it features some pretty heavy hitters in the graffiti scene. So
Interstate Gallery, Friday, and then it runs for about a month.
And it's the opening reception is from 7 to 10 p.m. on Friday. So if you happen to be in the Detroit area, make sure to stop in, check it out. Look for us. We might have a camera. We don't know yet. We're trying to work out some stuff, but we'll see if we can, we'll at least be there covering the show. So hopefully we can get an interview or 2 or whatever we can get. So we'll see. But you'll see that on the future episodes of our show.
Yep.
So, but that kind of wraps up the week. A lot of good stuff this week. I was a fan of some of this stuff. I'm really excited to see where some of these test pulls and things go, though. And
where this beard oil gets us.
yeah, so if you want to keep up with our journey of beard oil, maybe we'll post some updates on Instagram.
Some nice shiny beards with no faces except our chin and a beard.
And then we'll keep you guys up to date as we go here throughout the next couple of weeks, and we'll let you know what we think of these beard oils from Strange Cat Toys.
Which I think with our field test, we may be able to give you an idea of how much to use for, I guess, appropriately sized beards and how many uses you get out of it.
Yeah. So
that way you can try to squeeze as much out of your $10 or $12.
Yeah. So anyway, that kind of wraps up the show. As always, I'm Travis.
And I'm Ben.
Have a great designer toy day.
And now on to the beautiful bean footage.
Thanks for checking out our video right here on youtube.com/urbanvinyldaily. While you're here, make sure to give us a subscribe and a like. And if you're so gracious, you can share this video on your favorite social network. You can always give us a follow on Instagram or Twitter @UrbanVinylDaily, or find us on Facebook by going to facebook.com/UrbanVinylDaily, and you'll be able to keep up with our latest posts and information going on in the world of UVD. If you want to help us out in more of a monetary way, you can always head over to our store, urbanvinyldaily.storeenvy.com, and check out all the awesome things we have available from great artists from all over the world. Or you can head over to our PayPal and just straight up donate to us to help us keep the lights on and keep things going by going to paypal.com and sending money over to urbanvinyldaily@gmail.com. And that will help us out in more ways than you know. If you want to keep up with everything going on in the world of UVD, make sure to head over to urbanvinyldaily.com. Or if you're interested in sponsorship information, a comment, or a question, make sure to head over to urbanvinyldaily@gmail.com and send us a message. And if it's good enough, we'll answer it right here on the UVD Weekly Wrap-Up. As always, this has been an Urban Vinyl Daily production.